Today's topic probably will take 2 sessions because I don't want to hurry and I think it's a crucial thing that need to be discussed, need to be addressed. And when I'm talking with traders, when we do mentoring, whatever, most of the time people are talking about the formation, certain setup, which is okay, but the crucial thing that we're going to talk about is the one that actually um, it's a it's an everyday fight. It's something that need to be addressed, and most of the people fail in that. And definitely, you have tools to do and to work with this. And although it's very rare to me, we're not going to see even one chart today in this session, and probably next week if we're going to need to continue that. And what we're going to talk about today is fighting the demons. Fighting the demons that, as a trader, around us all the time. During the market, before, after, it's kind of something that uh, need to be, as I was saying, need to be addressed, and definitely we're gonna have some tools. So, well, fighting what? We're not talking about demons. So first we need to learn the rules. Everybody wants to be a trader, and it's not simple, not really, it's tough. It's tough because it's every day. You open, and basically you don't know where are you gonna get your money from. Well, I want to to address this because yeah, I have a routine and everything, but if you want to look at the bottom lines, when I open, I don't know where I'm going to take it. So some people can be terrified, some people, can cause you more to push your edges. Another thing, why we have the demons is we are working with live money, and money freak out people, okay? Money freak out people. I know that some of the, I'm not gonna say my opinion, I'm not gonna say. There are some people that attract traders to learn whatever, showing them how much money you can make, blah blah blah. In one word, it's bullshit. If this is the reason why you want to do a fast money or whatever from, ah, it's crap. It's not gonna happen. It's a long journey, and this is not the right reason to do it. When you are trading, you are exposed to a variety of different emotions that we're going to talk about it, that usually on a daily basis people go to work or people do. You are not exposed, but the variety of the different emotions are amazing. I don't know. And again, I think I did a lecture a few weeks or months ago about this, but definitely the system is to walk and then to run and then to crawl. And probably some of you tried immediately to run, sorry, crawl, walk, and run. Yeah, I did a mistake here. Definitely some of you started to run before they knew how to crawl, and you know what's happened. You can't. You can't hurry the process. The process it's developing an eye, develop know to getting to know yourself, and you just can't make it fast. It just can't happen. But when it started to happen, definitely what you need to, and this is also something I found people doing, is they feel comfortable. Okay, I'm doing this amount of money, I'm good in that, that's it. And that's for me also one word, crap, because if you have an ability and you can do X, you definitely can do double X or whatever, not just because you're greed, just because you're capable. And the system is the same when you are risking 100 or 1,000 or 5,000 or whatever. Um, Skills are a little bit different, but the methods are probably almost the same. And I'm gonna talk about part of what's gonna help you maintain your ability to be a good trader is a routine. And stay for the end of this session and probably the next session next week if we're gonna do the second part. And we're gonna I usually end some of the lecture with a slide that I'm talking about my routine. Okay, it's my routine, but each one can have his own that helps me to be focused and be ready for the everyday battle. So we need to learn the rules. What does it mean? I want to introduce my one-on-one mentoring. It's a program we're doing live. We're working to improve our trading skills, building a trading plan, risk management, all the technical details, live trading between session and session going over, and all in order to cause you to be a better trader than you are. So first, what am I doing here? What is the reason to for you to be a trader? Again, greed, fast money, not the right moment. Passion, wants to be better, variety of reason like this. That's I think the right reason, because this is something that you need to think about almost every day. So if you think about money, 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 I want fast, definitely you're not gonna survive. So in order to do this, you have to learn the basic again, and some of the people are prefer to jump over it. So they start trading with no system, with nothing, and they burn themselves, and then they blame everybody. Except it's like other professional. You need to learn, you need time, and you just can't hurry that. So part of learning is you need to develop a trading plan. A trading plan, and we're going to discuss deeply to that represent your personality. So what I'm doing in this situation, what's happened here, should I put more risk? Should I reduce? Those are things that not to be uh, improvised. You just can't. You just can't, because some trades, and 2 weeks ago we did a session, and probably there was example was trades that I did for 3 or 4 minutes, and trade that it took me almost 5 hours to finish the last portion. Why? Why? There is a reason for everything. So this is when I'm saying a dynamic. There's so many situations in the market, so you need to know exactly what you're doing in those situations. Find a mentor. I'm not talking about myself, even though I have a program, and we're actually learning and everything, but definitely you need a mentor, because when you have somebody that has more experience, he can actually lead you. I know that people wants to be independent. I want to be independent, but again, for example, uh, 90, maybe 9, 8% of my students have some experience. I did few with student without. I don't like it. What I'm saying is, you don't have to come for a mentor with zero. Definitely do research, get your knowledge. You know, there's some technical formation, technical, all kind of things that definitely you can learn by yourself. You don't have to spend time with somebody. But when you have the solid foundation, then you know you can have somebody to talk with and learn this process. So Another thing from the start, you need to create a statistic. Why? Because you're floating in the beginning, but as you get more experience, you can have some statistic about which formation are you good at, what type of trading you are, and you're better at. Are you a fast thinker, a slow thinker? Which part of the day is really good for you? First part, lunch, second part, both. Uh, those are things that sometimes people say, I have a feeling, but feeling is crap. Give statistics, show yourself. Okay, at first hours I'm pretty good, or except maybe the first 15 minutes. Okay, so sometimes when you have some information like this, but you want to be focused on the first 15, maybe you can put a small risk at the beginning just to taste the water, but then put much more power after. But these are things that you can be uh, exposed when you have a good statistic. And definitely when you have good statistic and you have good understanding of what's going on, definitely you can start push your edges. More risk, try to explore more. For example, I was like 11 years analyst in the trading room, and I'm off of that a little bit for a few months, and so I had much more time to do mentoring, of course, but I had to go back even to myself and start research about things that I did. Um, for example, going to trades that I was uh, losing money, but there was on my momentum list at the beginning. What happened with them? So instead of moving to another trade, if I did a good selection of stocks, and even if I failed, definitely Amir spend more time with those stocks because as I was saying, second chance, whatever, most of the time happened there. So it changed, for example, my routine that was like every certain time go to the screener, momentum, whatever. It caused me to do this a little bit later and put much more pressure about the stock that I picked before market open. And they gave me amazing, sometimes first, second chance, and even third chance. And those are things that, I went back and I saw it, and it's actually helps me very much. So working with live money, and let's start with this, and then I don't want to go over the 15 minutes. I think for attention it's enough. But then if I can do next time, definitely we can cover it. But again, working with live money, the last thing I want to talk about this is the P&L. Most of you are trading your P&L and not your not the formation. So just kind of some ideas. If you still want to see the P&L, don't use the default that your P&L is in front of you. Put it to the side. And just to tell you that professional traders sometimes even don't have the P&L in front of them. Because then you are trading what you see and not what you see in the money section. So guys, I think it's the first time, but always the first time. Next week we're going to continue with the demons. If you have any comments or whatever, and if you want to learn a little bit about my one-on-one mentoring program, feel free to contact me. See you next week. Behind the scene, and I'm talking about not the technical, not the pattern, not the reversal, not the chart. Those are things that usually when I do the mentoring, we can cover few months. You can go, but the most important things to focus and to fight is the devils inside. and in order to fight the devil inside, to get a nice awareness, you need to come balance every day. For me, the balance is this: the beach every day, going to the beach, throw all the bad thoughts, get all the inspiration, make a self-talk, and solve lots of my issue. So for me, it was the right way to do, and part of doing this, doing exercise, running, in order to get a better, understanding of myself, and it's all, it's helped me to come focus every day and do the best I can.